Ladies and gentlemen, we are back after a very, very interesting coming together with a couple of the cars in the back. We have addressed the issue, and that has been dealt with. So, unfortunately, we had to do a lobby restart. But the incident has been dealt with. We are going to be back. These guys are going to have the same race, light rain, formation lap is on, and these guys are going to get going. Luckily for a couple of the guys like Dinner and Tyrant, they can select their cars. And now they can get a proper setup on if they have one. Tom's with me, as always. We're going to jump back into this.
Yep. Just as a heads up, I believe that incident will happen again, because I believe that driver will be no longer be racing.
Yeah.
Confirmation, just that's what I actually will happen.
Okay, let's see. Put this back on. Once these guys select their setup, hopefully they don't forget, because I did on Friday, as I was mentioning to Grim and Hilly, who I jumped in the party with for a little bit. I actually forgot to put my setup on Friday when we had the lobby restart, so I was driving around that track with a preset on.
Random question, like, how was your race? Did you do a two-stop? Because I feel like the top four of us did a one-stop where you had such a big gap.
I did a two-stop for two reasons. T1, my whole front wing got crunched into nothing, and then a couple of laps later, I got slapped in two and spun off. But I mean, I was only there to collect a few points for the team.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Now, if it had been Cardinal, I would have been a little bit more upset, but nevertheless, we're here with GP1 back at it. These guys looking like they're pulling away. Let's hope for a better lap one. I was very impressed with how these guys were driving. No contact, no nothing. And that just happened, yeah. Yep, so...
So hell broke loose.
So that's allowed a couple of guys to move up. So the two Williams drivers are there. The Oceanator's right there. Ultrastig, Yo Robbie, Grimm's there. Goats in 10. Let me get away from this and go back to... Oh, it'll tell me eventually. Click all the way down through that stuff. Jump back on board here with McCall, who had a solid Q3 race, or not race, I always say that, Q3 appearance. Got himself pole position for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. I can't spoil it. You guys can see it is raining. It's going to be interesting.
That's
These
not
guys
much
are taking a little bit more of a cautious formation lap this time around, it seems, than they were the last time out.
My only concern is if everyone, maybe made us use all this special safe driving up already. It might be more dangerous this time.
As McCall spins it out. Don't back it into a car.
I'm so sorry I have to do that. Why did I do that? Okay, there's ghosting. Okay, this is very...
at least the ghosting, it's not smacking into each other, so he can carry on with his formation lap, and his tires aren't going to be freezing cold when he starts. His being P1. Whoa, the Williams guys back there, a little unsure of where they're going. Careful not to slap into each other.
Take the mic. Yeah, that was just a couple times.
Make sure all this stuff's still set. Okay, it's still set.
Good boys. Right, here we go.
Alright, let's make sure the Williams team is pulling up to the rear right now. Let's see what these guys can get through. Okay, let's have a good clean first lap, guys. Please give me a better camera angle than that. Come on. There we go.
3, 4, 5 red lights.
5 red lights, and we are go for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Let's see if these guys get a good start. McCall gets a good solid start. Look at Eke's start.
Go on, Eke.
He's gonna make a look. Oh, rewind. A couple guys go wide. That's the best thing to do to avoid any collision there. Looks like everybody makes it through. Very good. McCall way up there in the road now. Harrison is following. Eke's right there in the wait. All right, this is where the dangerous bit happened last round. Let's see if everybody gets through proper.
Go.
A little bit argy
It's a bit
bargy,
lagged.
but oh, looks like Red Bull got tagged in the back just a bit.
Bit of a connection
But I
issue.
don't think anybody gathered any damage through there so far. Let's hope not. I didn't see any end plates flying. I didn't see anything going on.
Put someone. No. Again.
Look at Lewis going on
Start.
the racing point here. He's going to go through Alpha Bale right behind. Let's see how these guys go. It's going to be definitely a battle between these three right here, I think, for the whole race. Goat's getting up through. Hilly's there. Is that Hoonigan or is that Robbie right there?
Oh, okay, Harrison, side by side. They're not giving it.
Stig's winning the weights. Ooh, Stig had to pull out wide just to avoid the car ahead. That allowed third dinner, I believe, or Tyrant right there. All the way through. These guys are doing one heck of a job to maintain position, but also the gaps between each other. McCall goes really wide off the track. Eke's right there for the pounds. Harrison's having a good solid first lap, still maintaining third. As Rewind right there. Oh, that's Mulan.
Seems to have a very slick setup on right now.
And we're going to go back on board. Once these guys cross that line, I'll bring up that delta that everybody loves. I do like doing this. Ooh, is Eke going to go pull through? Whoa.
Not quite.
McCall sets his lap. They're going to go side by side.
On the outside.
Eke, they're going to touch.
Couldn't quite hold it.
Oh, that was close. I don't think they did touch. That's right with Eke. That's allowed Harrison to pull right up there as well.
Let's make a mistake, McCall. He's lost 2 places. In the Twitch.
Harrison's right there. Harrison's up to third or second. Rewind is right there with McCall.
McCall's not giving up. He wants his third back. I don't think it'll put the power.
McCall's going to have a drag race right. Ooh, they touched. They touched, or did Rewind go to little Lewis out of that corner?
No,
Lewis is up to third now.
McCall backed out, maybe a check for him. And that was unfortunate, but no one's out.
Rewind on Lewis. Alpha Ball on McCall. Very tight, side by side. These guys are just pushing in.
Again.
Ooh, McCall's going a little.
McCall's getting very pushy.
I mean, these guys are doing one heck of a job to hold it, though. Alpha Bale goes up through McCall. Let's see if he can hold it. There's Eke in the lead right now. Yoshinator gets himself a 5-second stop go, or a penalty for corner cutting already. Alpha Ball up through McCall. Goat is in the wakes right now. Mulan has had a pretty upsetting first lap, down to P8. Hoonigan has done well to hold on to P9. Hilly in P10. Tyrant has gone the whole way from 16th or 15th up to P11 so far.
McCall's dropped.
Also Stig this
6th place in the space for 2 laps. Needs to bring that back.
Oh, Grim Dog goes really wide. Your Robbie's right there. Dinner's right there. Yoshinator kind of in the wakes. Eke is right there. Harrison. Got to throw a shout out to Harrison. He is holding on to the back of Eke.
Oh, yeah. He's very strong on Hilly, so I'll tell you that much. It's the dry.
Oh, Hilly and Tyrant.
Hilly pits.
Also, Stig goes up. Oh, Hilly pits. Wow. I wonder why. Is he missing an end plate?
Let's have a look.
Yeah, he's not getting the front end change.
Don't know. That's a very odd call.
Maybe going for an undercut, like a severe undercut.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It could be just a wet, remember. It could be just a wet.
We do know that we're tires. We're going to look at positions gained. So Alpha Ball following Rewind. Lewis right there. Eke's opened up a 1.5 second gap to Harrison. Lewis trying to pull that gap down. Alpha Ball right there. Let's see. Where's the closest delta on track? It looks like
it's the top 6. Top 6 is the closest to me.
Riding behind Mulan, so...
Hoonigan on Mulan. He's got a really good run there. Here we go. He's got the nice pace. There we go.
No DRS to help in this race, so it's going to go for the outside. Mulan's going to open up the outside. A little bit of a lag there. Hoonigan did really well to back out.
He's still got it.
Yeah, little lag spikes. Yoshinator, another 5-second penalty.
Not his race today.
Third dinner and Yoshinator battling back there.
Ooh, really good. No losers.
Oh.
Bring it home.
Look at Alphaball right now. Ooh, gets a little loose out of that corner. He's following Rewind. He does have McCall right behind him. McCall's going to think about... Come on, guys. Keep it clean. Ooh, no, keep it clean.
Cole is really pushing hard.
Rufio is here. What is going on, Rufio? Do apologize for the cutaway back to the race. Brothergood's not too far off of McCall here as he goes wide, but I mean, he's starting to reel him in just a bit. Alphaball right now pulling in Rewind.
Look at that car. This is a struggle for Morris right now.
Grimdog gets a 3-second time penalty. Good racing so far. Yes, Hayes, I would love to agree.
What's that?
She mentioned that this is good racing so far, nice and clean.
Oh yes, 100%.
A lot better than what we just saw. It's Alphaball right there behind Rewind now. I happen to wonder if he has a wet setup on. He seems to be very comfortable in this rain so far.
Alphaball.
As well as McCall. Oh, Yoshinader's retired from the race.
That's done. That's deserved.
Both Toros. Not a good weekend for them.
Alphaball made the move.
Alphaball, what a move from Alphaball to get past Rewind. And Lewis is now pulling up to the back of Harrison. Tyrant gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings.
Okay, it's starting to pull a gap. Got 2.2 seconds.
I'm telling you, this is really weird watching this race with rain.
Oh no, it's not right, is it?
Not something I would have expected. Ulster-Stick 3-second time penalty. Ulster-Stick back in P11 right now. Yellow sector 3. Wonder who that's for. It looks like you are Robbie. Let's jump on you are Robbie. Right behind. Oh, it was you are Robbie, I think.
Sure.
I think he slid off the track a bit because he was right behind Grim.
He's lost a right end plate. That's going to hurt him or help him. Oh no, he's pitting. No, it's not what I need.
Whoa, Rewind almost loses the back end of the car, but very well done to hold on to it.
Well done. Well, that's all he's done so far. He's survived.
Harrison does have the approaching Lewis right behind him.
Yeah,
McCall is right behind Rewind. Is he going to give it a go? He's only in medium ERS, so I think he's going to wait for his moment. Stig is up, still P11.
I think Lewis has found it.
Right behind. Oh, might have been just the slightest touch there to the gearbox of Rewind, but McCall is right there. I think his tires were a little cold. I think they're starting to warm up now. They're trying to look around Rewind. Rewind's going to give him a bit of a squeeze. They're going to touch wheels just a bit. Oh, wow.
So good races. It's very close racing.
McCall's got a 3-second time penalty. I think it's going to be a lot easier in this rain-soaked track to pick up penalties, as you can see.
Definitely.
Alphaball. Rewind gets a 3-second time penalty, and so then these guys are... Zayko, what is going on, man? Cheer on Lewis. Zayko, he's up to P3 right now, and he's reeling in Harrison.
Finnegan still on the limb. Can't quite get it yet, but he's still with
Okay, sets the quickest time, 1:52.2. So let's see if McCall can have any answer to Rewind here.
9th, 10th, and 11th. 10th, 9th, and 8th.
Oh, Hoonigan, Tyrant, and Ulster-Stick. Ulster-Stick does have a 3-second time penalty. Mulan.
Ooh, good breaking point that was. Lovely.
I think Mulan's really struggling. I don't know if he has a wet setup either. I think it comes down to Mulan and Rewind don't have a wet setup. I think they're using dry setups.
None of them have done laps round in the wet, so it's unlikely a whole lot of these have wet setups. These last one I checked, which was like yesterday, and none of them had set up, so...
Tyrant is looking really pacey, right behind Hoonigan.
Yeah.
He's up to P10. Up 6 places so far in this race.
McCall on Rewind. Again.
Right there.
Not close enough yet. Oh, Hoonigan.
Hoonigan and Mulan. Hoonigan
Oh,
right behind Mulan now.
They're lagging both of them, aren't they?
I think just a bit. Yoshinator's left the session. Unfortunate for Yoshinator tonight. There's Goat right in P7. There is Mulan, there is Hoonigan, and there is Tyrant. Stig not too far behind him, about 3 seconds. Yeah,
Harrison's gaining on Harrison. He's closer than ever, I think.
Let's jump on with Lewis. There's Eke off in the distance, so Harrison can quite see Eke just a bit. Hoonigan gets another 3-second time penalty.
Pushing a bit too hard, he's calmed himself down. Okay, put it in the pace now. I'll have Black getting master sectors, race stops. Third dinner, 3 seconds.
Third dinner, 3-second time penalty. It seems like Sector 3 is deadly for those this evening.
Definitely.
Lewis just about a second behind Harrison. Can he get any closer? You really have to, I mean, the thing about ERS, when it rains, it seems a lot easier to manage, but not having DRS, you're really going to have to, have it come down to your tires and your driving ability to pull the gap. I mean, you will get a tow from these guys, but...
So what, this rain will eat the whole race. If you look at the clouds.
Hayes says you get pens all the time.
That's it. I'm assuming that's to us too, but yeah. Take a chin.
Lewis right there. Backs out just a bit. 1.3. Bale is pulling the gap down to Lewis now. Harrison now 3 seconds behind Eke. Eke is on a charge this evening.
Right on it. Tyrant's going to go for a move. I don't know. He's there, but like...
Goes for the move that gives me the worst camera angle. No, they're going to touch. Oh.
Tyrant, what do you think you're doing?
Tyrant gets a 3-second time penalty for it as well, I think.
That's confident. He wouldn't give it up.
Just a bit of lag here.
No damage taken, thank God. I'll give that one forward actually. That's a shame.
Just a little bit argy-bargy. Stig goes really wide off. Psycho's put a little ping in the Hayes as well, so don't feel bad, Hayes. You're getting attacked on all aspects here. Green Dog down there. Haley's down, and I mean, these guys, they may not be the quickest in GP1, but these two know how to bring this car home. And for points, that's why provisionally right now I will say that Red Bull actually have outscored Alfa Romeo by 2 points coming into this evening. So they're up to third in the combined Constructors Championship. And Eke is just doing one heck of a job for McLaren.
McCall is ever closer to rewind. Not quite enough to the end of this straight away.
Alpha Ball is pulling the gap down to Lewis. Is he going to make it? Oh, they touched just a bit.
Very small.
Tire to tire. It looks like they both come out.
He's got this, surely. He's got power deployed, he has energy saved, camera done.
Phantom's here watching. Yeah, it's side by side. Raining Abu Dhabi race. All fair, they come out of it fine, no damage. McCall's Ooh, he's gonna go for an inside. They touch. Oh, he did keep hold of it though.
He's gonna regret that. He's just lost.
Yeah, not the place to probably try. Not the place to try to make a pass, especially in the rain.
You gotta give sympathy to McCall though. He's lost so much so far. He just wants it back so bad.
Yeah, starting this race in pole position, I think it's just caught him out. The rain has pretty much caught him out.
Look at this though.
Since the first race.
What should you do that?
Don't worry, Zayko. I know all about your Haas team being the lead. Again.
Look at this. 10.
Look at the 5 seconds. You're Robbie.
Yeah. He's stripping
I will say,
I think.
I mean, even besides third dinner, if you look down, the gaps between everybody is within
Very
10
close.
seconds of each other. Oh, rewind, McCall. Oh, rewind. What happened?
Oh, no.
Careful spinning. Easy does it.
No,
Gets
no
back on the
damage.
track safely. His teammates
No
coming
damage
right
taken.
through. Happy
Did
to
you
wonder if
catch
he's going to
that?
let his
I
teammate.
missed that.
I caught the tail end of it.
Was it contact or just a general tap?
I did not see any contact. I caught the very end of it. If there was contact, hopefully one of the two clipped it.
Yeah.
Good show next week.
I don't think it would have been contact, but like just before I left him, McCall was about a second away, wasn't he? So he ain't got damage either, so I think it was a natural
Absolutely.
mistake.
I'm going to throw my hat out here and say Harrison's having one heck of a race. Lap 9 into it. Started P3s, now P2s. Holding on to P2. And he's not really losing too much to Eke. I mean, he can still see him right in the distance there. And he has Lewis and Ball right behind him. So McCall is now going to try to bring that gap down between him and the top 4.
I'm going to look at penalties actually, see who's hasn't got one. Eke with 1 warning, Harrison with 2 warnings, Lewis with 2 warnings, Ball with 2 warnings, McCall with 2 penalties and close to another one. Go. 2 penalties, 2 warnings. Rewind, 3 seconds. Another penalty, 2 warnings.
Look at the battle between Mulan, Tyrant, and Hoonigan now.
Yeah, getting good. What's my Hoonigan?
They're all right there, so we're going to ride with Tyrant here.
Oh no, Hoonigan's already on nice penalties.
Maybe biting a bit of the track too much.
Just calm it down a bit.
Easy through that. Oh, he's actually touched a bit of the curb there.
Oh,
that's some. Whoa!
Slipping all over the place.
That braking point right there has got to be one of the hardest. Coming out of that fast S down the hill. Looks like Hoonigan's pulling him in.
He's getting wrecked at oh, Tyrant spoos him.
Oh, Hoonigan's right there. Chuck's in overtake, but I think Tyrant's in overtake as well. There's Rewind. Rewind's in overtake, so... Or not Rewind, Mulan. My apologies.
Could we see the wet side right now? Because it's getting very dark. Much lightning I'm seeing. Possibly.
I thought it was lightning just a bit, but you're right. It's... I mean, the track doesn't look to be drying one bit.
Go ahead, so
oh, Rewind gets a 3-second time penalty.
Ooh.
That is some play dividends towards the end.
This would have pretty downwards because top 3 have still good without him.
Strong enough to hold on to the car for the rest of the race. How far is Stig behind these guys? He's about 5.4 seconds. He's up 2 positions. Tyrant, I mean, up 7 positions so far. Harrison fights back and gets himself the quickest lap of the race so far.
He's only 2.5 seconds away now. He's pulled back a
little.
So
Tyrant gets really close to the outside wall. Nearly scrapes it. He did well to hold on to the back of that.
So these 2, 9 and 10 are all over the place. They would not let go of each other.
So I'm wondering when these guys are going to pit. Halfway through. It's definitely going to be a 1 pit stop. I don't think these inners are going to last the entire race.
It's very powerful around here. Do you remember that?
I'm just thinking to myself, what half distance between the 28? So it'd be like lap 14. So maybe within the next lap, look for some of these guys to pull into the pits and try to get that undercut.
Yeah. So Lewis is holding on to 3rd, then still trying to hold on to Harrison here. Still, the closest battle is these 2 have Harrison and him again in Thailand. Just not let go of each other.
Yeah, that's the battle I'm with. It's Hoonigan and Tyrant. They're just kind of stuck together here. Similar in pace, it seems. These guys are just battling each other, and they have Mulan right ahead of them.
I do believe these people race each other in another league as well. thinking. Or maybe. I'm pretty sure Tyrant is actually in a higher league, so maybe in higher league currently.
So Hoonigan's doing really well then to hold on to the back of Tyrant.
Yeah.
Eke fires back against Harrison, gets the quickest lap of the race so far at 51.5. So the track might be improving just a bit.
Yeah, it started just like that. Oh, Mullen being caught up again.
Saying Tyrant, this sector 3 is like his prime. He's right behind Mulan right now. Mulan, can he get? Oh, Mulan gets to the back end to dance a bit there. Loses a little bit of time to Mulan. Can Tyrant get himself up around Mulan? Seems like Mulan's struggling just a bit as his teammates kind of scooted away from him again. Goat up 4 positions. Solid race so far for Goat. Both the McLarens are having one heck of a race. Let's see, Ball's up 4. Lewis still sitting in 3rd. He is within a second now of Harrison. Let's see if he can pull the gap down. Definitely going to pull the tail with him.
Oh. Got down to 6 times. Not yet.
Is that a glitch? I don't know if that was a glitch. I don't know if I saw Lewis's DRS open. I have no idea. I think it was a glitch.
Maybe. Might just be glitch, surely. Oh, here we go. Got past Tyrant. Oh, I'm back to him.
Let's see. Back through. Okay, that's going to allow Mulan to run away just a bit.
What's it done?
Just take out 2 positions. I feel like a lot of these guys probably came into this race feeling quite confident, and then they saw that it was going to rain, and it just put a damper on everybody's strategy. So okay, now 4.1 seconds down the road. Harrison's right there with Lewis. Lewis is 0.9 seconds behind. All still 1 second there. But these guys right here for P9, P10, and P8 are all kind of stuck with each other. I think they're all just waiting to see who blinks first, who's going to pull into the pits. If I were Tyrant, if it's definitely a 2-stop or a 1-stop strategy, that is, I would contemplate pulling into the pits before Mulan or Hoonigan. Maybe get that undercut. Because by the time, if you pull in before them and you come out, your tires are going to be warmer than theirs. So you're going to have that extra lap to kind of...
Alpha's getting close to Lewis. Yep, then second now.
Lewis is right there with Harrison as well. Still just about a second. Tires are starting to switch on just a bit. Mexico should be fun. I think Mexico is an exciting track for a commentator, not so exciting for the driver.
Yeah. Ideally, I think
Mexico.
The first corner, you guys want to be 1 and 2 or 90 to 20 to be the safest drivers there.
Or I mean, if you're on the outside and you know there's gonna be a couple cars on the inside, just take it wide and just try to make some of that turn, but ultimately just run the car off the track. Possibly pick up a 3-second time penalty for doing so, but if I would take a 3-second time penalty over having a wing chipped off. So Ball is right there now behind Lewis. Lewis loses just a bit to Harrison. Eke's still in the distance. Harrison can see him. Currently 4 points, or 4.4. McCall's going to make the first blink and pull it into pits. So is Brother Goat. Let's see if Rewind
remember the undercut is good here. Who remembers this? Who knows what the undercut
Rewind's going to stay out. So he's not going to pull it into the pits. It's Mulan stayed out. Tyrant, yeah. Stig's going to pull it into the pits.
That would have been the right perfect call.
So let's see. Oh, I think Grim tagged the wall, but no damage done, so he's all right. Let's see if he pulls it into the pits. He's going to pull it in, so Hilly's going to want to stay out. Let's make sure that these guys don't double stack the pits. Hilly is staying out. Yes, I know those guys are in party with each other, so definitely helps. Robbie, doing what he has to do here. He's just keeping it. So is McCall and Mulan. Mulan has McCall right behind him. McCall's gonna go for the outside look on him.
There's no difference in pace, so the more matched. It just gets past.
Oh, side by side. Come on, change me a different camera here.
Well,
Looks like McCall gets through Mulan. Hoonigan right there.
Oh, hold on. Lewis just dropped. I'll actually beat him.
Oh. Good catch. I didn't even see that. So Alpha Ball gets up to P3. Lewis is right there. Carlos mentioned it in the chat. Sorry, I didn't notice it. Looks like Harrison's going to pull into the pits. He's going to follow Eke on the lap. Let's see. Ball's going to stay out. Lewis is going to pull into the pits. So Lewis, Harrison, and Eke are going to have the undercut on Ball here. So Ball is going to pick up the position P1 for the time being. Let's see. Rewind is now going to pull it pits.
This is the right call.
I think McCall is going to pull into the pits. No, he's going to stay out for another lap. Mulan's going to pull. Oh, uh-oh. Rewan's into the pits. And Mulan's into the pits.
You rode the curve on that before. It's just so cool.
They're going to double stack, aren't they? No, Rewind's just pulled away. Just a tad bit of a latency there. But it looks like Mulan's going to get himself out through. Whoa! Mulan gets out right ahead of Hoonigan. See, Stig is going to come through. He does.
Williams jumped though. Williams made the jump.
Look at the guys coming out through the tunnel. Where's Harris or Stig going to come out through on this? Stig is just a bit back. The undercut. Hold him down just a bit. He's 2.2 seconds now behind Hoonigan. So I believe, let's look at the pit stops here. Positions changed, pit stops. Everybody but Alpha Ball has made a pit stop this evening. And I believe Eke has the fastest lap so far. Let's see, fastest lap. Eke still has the fastest lap. So I'm going to keep there because I know they're on inners. Everybody else knows. Oh, Mulan looks to try to get around Tyrant.
Yeah. Tyrant got the jump. He's got ahead.
I believe the undercut worked for Goat. He got around Rewind. He pulled in before.
No, actually no. I'm pretty sure Rewind wasn't behind, so it's good in.
Third Dinner just got a 10-second time penalty for cutting corners. A 10-second time penalty.
Rewind?
Third Dinner. No, Third Dinner. I'll have to look at that. McCall just grabbed the quickest lap of the race so far. So Ball pulls it into the pits. He's on his way out now. Oh, he's going to be right there with Lewis. Looks like the undercut didn't work for Lewis. Lewis is right there behind Ball. GP1 always reigns. Alpha Ball, 3-second time penalty. There it is. He's cut the corner. Now he does have himself a time penalty. He does have a fast Lewis right there. McCall is starting to make gains now on his way back through.
Yeah, it's only half second away from Alpha.
Eke and Harrison, total control of P1 and P2 this evening so far. Both have made their pit stops. Haley and Grimdog gonna go after it. No, Haley pulls into the pits. I thought for a second. Third Dinner, 3-second time penalty. Hoonigan's right on the back of Mulan here. Can Stig get himself up to P10?
We need a safety car. Bring the car back together a bit more. So this is putting these 10, 9, 8 is fine the entire race.
I don't know. I think a lot of these guys are hanging on to the car. Hoonigan seems to have lost out a little bit there behind Mulan. Mulan right there with Tyrant. That battle is going to get quite spicy just a bit, but McCall is starting to reel. Eke, Ulster Stig, 3-second time penalty. McCall is now 7/10 behind Lewis. Ball is 7/10 behind Harrison, it's going to get interesting the last couple laps. Just about 11 laps left of this race. 11 laps is a long way to go, too, when it's raining. Anything can happen, ladies and gentlemen, and it usually does in league racing. As McCall gets a little loose out of that corner. Sector 3 yellows, where's it at? Their dinner's retired from the race.
Let's
see if I can find it.
Watch
Riding. Yeah, right on the border. Yeah, in the hotel section.
He just lost it. He did went straight on. Must have broken his wheel when he stood across the hallway. 5 seconds wait while I'm recording that for him. No, I'm recording
I
that.
think he
got
put
5
the
seconds
curb and it just sent the car stared off.
Did you watch
No, I didn't.
He was cheating right on track normally, got a 5 second time penalty. He didn't do
Ball's
anything.
now starting to work on Harrison.
He's getting broke. Right.
Hooligan's right behind Mulan. Let's ride with the ball on Harrison.
Oh yeah.
Right on the gearbox of Harrison.
Oh, I can't hold it. I'll call on Lewis as well.
Viewers, so far you guys are amazing. It's a ball right now. Right behind Harrison. Harrison gets a little sideways through that corner, but holds onto the car ultimately. Lewis and McCall right behind these two battling for P2. I mean, P2 and P3 can go to any one of these 4 drivers. It just depends on who's going to have the best of the last 10 laps.
And P8 can go.
Robbie gets across the pit lane. White line. It never rains. I know, right, Pecker? And now it's raining like cats and dogs. Sector 3 yellows. Tyrant is lost out somewhere. I'm going to jump back down through here, see what's happened. It's the hotel section. Oh no, Tyrant's retired on track from the race.
What's happened? What happened?
He lost that at the hotel section, but the car was still, it was still drivable. He just kind of retired from the session here. So I'm going to ride with Grim to see if he can cross. No.
Go on.
He stopped the car.
Maybe sure, maybe he just didn't hit the wall really hard and it just made his car not work. That's what happened.
Yeah, because he was pulling out of wherever he spun from, and then he just clicked off.
Okay.
So unfortunate for the Williams, now that is both Williams out of this race as well. So the Toro and the Williams not having a good evening this evening. Riding with Alpha, following Harrison right now. I mean, the name goes hand in hand though. Alpha.
Rewind and code.
Rewind and code battling here. Goat is right behind, so he's going to have a second look. He's chucked it in the hot lap. Rewinds and overtake. I think that overtake is going to be a little bit more. Okay, 3 second time penalty. He is 8 seconds down the road though.
Oh yeah. So Hoonigan's got a lot of penalties here.
These guys are really starting to fight the track. Harrison's now pulled a 1.2 second gap to Alpha. Mulan gets himself a 3 second time penalty. I can't keep track of all these time penalties these guys are pulling in. I think it's way more than GP2 got on Friday.
Mulan's got 6 seconds, but sadly Hoonigan has 15 or more from what I counted. So that's pretty unfortunate. And so is Robbie. Shame. I don't think also exactly
riding here with Lewis. Look at the goat with rewind right now. Phantom's like, but hey, McLaren P1. Yes, Eke has an 8.6 second gap. Eke came to race this evening. He's not holding back at all.
Oh, the lag from Mulan wasn't going to back off.
Seems like Alpha pulls in the gap to Harrison here, but he kind of loses out, I think, in Sector 3. He's going to be battling fuel as well. His fuel light is on. Harrison's is not. Eke's is not. Is McCall's fuel light on? No, so Alpha playing a kind of dangerous game with his fuel here. He's made the car lighter, but I think it's going to battle it's going to come back to battle him in the end. He's going to have to really start saving fuel. He still has pretty much 9 laps to go. I happen to wonder if any other league that he races a Ferrari or something, because he has a very solid red helmet. Unless he was kind enough to change it over to a an alpha color scheme this evening. I have to give it back to Hoonigan. He's right behind Mulan.
He's not making any mistakes right now. He's just always just there. Very difficult this is.
A lot of guys running that number 14, probably rooting on a missing Alonso. I know a lot of guys liked Alonso.
I never really saw it from in person, because I watched the last few years. Never seen much attention from him in person. I know he was good when he in that Renault, but other than that, I never really saw anything from him.
I know he's eyeing up a potential return with a better team, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
Unlikely.
Stig in P10 now, keeping it quiet, having a decent race here. He's up 3 positions. Ruddercoat is working on rewind. All the while, Bale is right there with Harrison, 0.4 seconds behind him. I don't think Harrison has a time penalty yet, though, so that will be interesting to see.
Well, he's going to have a really good run on him.
Let's see if Bale can get himself in contention with P2. Eke pulled a 8.2 second gap now, so Eke is off to the races. Let's see, the Delta McCall is pulling in Lewis. I mean, Hoonigan back there with Mulan too. Those guys have been battling all race. Looks like Lewis goes a little bit wide for his troubles. Oh, Hoonigan, yeah, 3 seconds. Time penalty again.
So
it looks like Harrison just gets such a better run out of Sector 1 than Bale does. So he pulls the gap. Oh, Harrison now gets himself a 3-second time penalty. Let's ride with McCall and Lewis here. Looks like Lewis gets a better run out of that hairpin corner. Not close enough. Look at Hoonigan now with Mulan again. Through the fast S's down the hill. Very close. Whoa.
He held that 3 times.
Just saves
that
the
was
car.
He slipped out 3 times, then that was an insane holding. Congratulations there.
He slipped the car again. I think he's starting to fight his tires just a bit. He might have overheated them. And McCall now right behind Lewis.
Non-stop bias, good. Again, the top 5, we're all together, and then after that it just drops back quite a bit there. This is a literal replication of GP2.
I'm just interested to see where these penalties play out towards the end, because everybody has at least one, I believe, except for Eke, who's just set a quicker time, 50.4. Oh no, you know what, Eke, I believe, does have one.
6. Only has 6.
So Mulan might move. He's 15 seconds down the road behind Goat. How many does Goat have?
I think there's a couple. Not long.
Carlos is yelling at Zayko in the comments.
You gotta give it to Hugo. He's been there to this entire race and he's yet to lose it. He's doing such a good job.
He's battling that car and Mulan right ahead of him. For sheer excitement reasons, I'm gonna give Hoonigan a good shout out this evening. Solid pickup for the Ferrari team, I will have to say, Tom.
Yeah.
Oh, he's getting 3 second time.
Right. Let's say this now.
It's a bit of the commentator's curse because I just
dry,
clicked on him.
And then Mexico dry, you'll see a much different unit you'll approach that. Because things
You definitely need to address the time penalties. Stig is 3.8 seconds back now. Roughly 6 laps remaining in this race. It looks like it's pretty spaced out, besides Bale being behind Harrison. And now he's 1 second. No, Hoonigan now with Mulan again. I feel like it's bad luck for me to keep clicking on him because he'll get another time penalty. He looks pretty comfortable. Oh, you are Robbie. What has happened to you are Robbie?
Oh, God.
Sector 3. Bale gets a 3 second time penalty for his troubles. Oh, Robbie came off in the hotel section.
Oh. I don't know,
Same place Tyrant did.
I see the car will never come out of this game. What's happening?
I've seen it once or twice.
One. Like, have you ever seen it race? It just comes out. Oh no, never left flag. The same thing. Oh, well, let's go. Again. Hoonigan's got in! Oh no, he's just putting in deep.
No, he's holding up. Hoonigan's right there. Now Mulan's right there. This pulled Stig right back into the fight here.
Yeah.
Stig's gonna have a look. Is he gonna fight him?
No.
He's gonna go. No, he's gonna tuck it back in. Gonna go a little wide. Hoonigan's gonna pull into the pits. Stig's up to P9. He's right behind Mulan now. Gaps are pretty much holding steady for the last few laps here. 23 laps out of 28 laps.
Right. Also Stig has to fight Mulan. Oh, he goes very wide.
Oh, Stig goes really wide. Phantom just mentioned in the comments that hill is very dangerous. Can't imagine what it's like in the rain. Ask Stig after the race. He'll tell you because he just took a nice trip through it.
So he's right on the ball. He's got a creep. He's got pretty big ahead.
Let's see what Stig can do here. He's going to chuck it into just high. Let's see.
One's
going to be an overtake.
I think Mulan has such a good straight line speed car. He's ever since we beasted, does he? On those straights.
I think Mulan's on the wheels. I know Stig is on the pad as well. So the pad is not very user-friendly on this race. But I mean, you do have Eke up there. I know is on the pad as well. 9.1 seconds up on Harrison. I'm not taking anything away from Harrison, though. This is a solid drive from Harrison. Hasn't had the best of luck at the beginning of the season, but for him to come home and possibly P2 is definitely going to be a morale booster for him. Stig gets really loose out of that corner. A little bit too much of the curb. And gets himself a 3 second time penalty. Sometimes you feel like when you take a corner, you just know that penalty is going to come with it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Stig, easy on the car.
He's tired of the dead. They're dead.
24 laps. Hoonigan gets a 3 second time penalty. He's 23 seconds down the road. Grim is right there. Hilly's right there.
I think it's trying to think about
it. Looks like McCall is chasing Lewis again. See if he can pull that gap down. Lewis isn't too far behind Ball right now. I happen to wonder if Stig decides to pit for a new set of tires. He's going to take it to the end. Whoa! Stig is really fighting this car this evening.
Yeah.
He does not look that comfortable. Let's see how he goes. I think he's just trying to push the hang onto the toe in the back of Mulan.
Look at this over top.
Raph is cheering on. That's right, Raph. Bring that car home.
2, 3, 4, 5, all fighting out now. Very close.
McCall is right behind Lewis. Right into the hotel section. Oh, Harrison is right there. He's got Ball right behind him. He's got Lewis in the wake. He's got McCall right there working on Lewis. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to get very interesting quick. Especially McCall almost loses the back end of the car. And all the while, Eke is just like, all right, you guys want to battle the entire race. I'm going to open up the gap. and just pull away. I will have to say something before I, forget, which I shouldn't forget. It's somebody's birthday, and that guy is in P2 right now. So this would be a solid race for the birthday guy if he gets himself stuck in.
Wasn't his birthday yesterday?
It's today, actually.
Oh.
I believe it's today.
I think it's one of these days. Oh dear. Honestly, solid race from everyone today, except for the yellow flag. Just to say that. Oh, it's the Red Bulls. Red Bulls have collided.
Oh no. Oh. That is not a good sign. Alright, so let me double check this. I want to make sure, because if he does finish P2, and I wish him a happy birthday, it's the wrong date. Right?
Again. Oh, I see it. Grimdog's spun it again. Oh, that's so unfortunate for both of them. Oh, it'll be a lap now. Oh, no.
He's just got to pit and bring it home, because he will have solid, decent points.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Calls right there with Lewis. You scroll down through these.
Well, I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but it looks like it's going to be may just be trying for him to survive a test place for both countries he's managed to gain at this race.
I will confirm that today, December 1st, is Harrison's birthday, so
okay,
the guy might be charged on by his birthday. He's having a good, solid race. Definitely a morale booster for his charge during the season.
3 laps. He's being very cautious, you can tell. I think he's trying the right side of the bracket. It seems very bricked up. So Ball is not giving up though, he's still just along with Lewis and along with Cole.
Grim pits for a new set of inners, I'm sure. Be interesting to see if he puts in the quickest time, being on a fresh set of compound towards the end of this race. McCall is really pushing that car, 0.9 seconds down. Looks like Harrison's done. I don't know what happened. I think Eke might have gotten loose somewhere, but Harrison's pulled the gap down to 6 seconds now.
That was in 2 laps. Oh, yellow flag again.
Who might that be? Grim has retired from the race. Oh,
no.
Sector 2 yellows, too. Grim's left
the
the
last
session.
5 laps has claimed many victims. It's just people's tyres are not lasting.
Stig is just doing what he can hold on to this car. I'm watching him just a bit. His car is dancing around this track. I bet he's a bit sweaty.
I think F1 here is
working on
even
Lewis.
is.
Yeah. So at 6.3 seconds, I think that gap might start to go up again just a bit. Ball, I know, has 6 seconds worth of time penalties. I'm not sure about McCall or Lewis here. So P3 is still anybody's game.
McCall has 1, 2, 6. I think she's close to the penalty. He has 6 seconds of penalties. Lewis
How about Lewis?
1. Yeah, he has 1. Alpha
oh, so he might overtake
2.
Ball.
Alpha has 2. Harrison has 1. He has 1. My teammate sadly has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has 7. Oh jeez, he's had 7 warnings in 1 lap. I think left it.
Oh no. Oh, there goes McCall, gets a 3-second time penalty.
Oh, McCall
does have.
Now. Look at him.
I know. McCall cut just a bit of that corner to get to the back of Lewis. Let's see if he has a charge here. He's keeping it medium ERS. Lewis chucks in to overtake. It's no joke right there. I wonder why Lewis or McCall left it in medium.
What for him, didn't it?
I wonder if he's gonna have one final go at this towards the end of the race.
He wants it. He's got so much DRS to use.
I think he's just kind of made his bed. He knows he's not going to take Lewis on time penalties. That might be the case. Harrison's now caught Eke 5.9 seconds. Might have left it a little bit too late, or Eke's just kind of backed off of it just to protect the car a little bit. The ball's right there, P3. Don't think it's going to last on time penalties alone, unless Lewis has some outlandish couple last few corners. And McCall's right there. Rewind. Unfortunate for him. Dropped down. He is in P6. Brother Goat has had a solid race, up 3 positions. The Racing Point of Mulan is down 2 positions. Stig is up 4 positions. So solid for him to keep it quiet, but keep hold of the car. Hoonigan P10. Hilly is in P11. Brother Goat gets himself a time penalty. Last lap of the Grand Prix while Eke is leading. Harrison right there in 2nd place. Ball in 3rd for the meantime. Lewis right there. McCall is right there. Will McCall send it up deep, try to get around Lewis? I think he's I know these two race each other a lot, so I'm pretty sure that they're going to hang on to the positions that they have. I don't think he's going to charge Lewis. I think he's going to let Lewis go after ball. Rewind back here in P6, Goat P7, Mulan P8, Stig P9. He's going to cross the line to start his final lap. Hoonigan P10, and Hilly is right there in P11. Let's see where Eke is at. Oh, yellow sector 2, ball. Oh no.
You can work down that escape road.
He has no front wing either.
What happened there?
I think he's taken the wrong. I have no idea.
He's just gone down somewhere and whacked the wall as hard as
He's
possible.
gone down the wrong road and ended up off, and now he has rewind right here. Rewind's definitely going to have a shot at this. But let's jump with Eke. He's going to cross the line and win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Another solid race for Eke. Crosses the line, takes the win. Mr. Birthday Boy himself, Harrison, is going to cross the line and hold on to P2 for this race. Solid race for him. Lewis is going to cross the line in P3. Let's see, stays there. McCall stays P4. Rewind gets ahead of Alpha. Let's see where Rewind comes across. Goat is just entering, so Rewind is going to have a solid race, get himself up to P5. That being said, crosses the line, stays P5. Ball is going to cross the line with no front wing. Crosses the line P6. Goat, I think, might have him on time penalties.
Yep.
Yeah, he does. So Goat gets 6, Ball gets 7. Mulan down here in P8. Yeah, my thoughts exactly, Carlos. Not sure what that was about.
Oh, I'll stick into the wall.
Here goes Mulan's going to cross the line in P8. So P6, or no, P5 and P8 for the Racing Point team. Stig is going to cross the line in P9. Does a little bit of a weave, keeps the hold of the car. Ball is left the session. And understand that. I have a feeling Lewis is probably going to go to bed right away, so we probably won't be able to talk to our 3rd place finisher. But Hoonigan's going to cross the line. Let's see where Hilly finishes here. Hilly is the last of the remaining cars up to P11.
Well done to hang on to it, I think. The last 2 achieving.
Oh, Hilly gets really wide there. Everybody finishing on this race on the lead lap. Hilly goes, almost loses the car and spins it, finishes it into the wall. Little bit of fun for the end there. All right, Tom, if you can invite the top 3 guys, Eke, Harrison, and Lewis. I have a feeling Lewis is probably gone to bed, so we probably won't talk to him.
Doing it now.
Eke on the podium, P1, solid race for him. Harrison, a solid race for Harrison. I'm gonna have to. If you go to your recent players, you should be able to find them.
Alright.
Driver of the day, you guys are in the comments. I'm gonna let you guys decide. I think I'm just gonna give it a good shout, give it to Harrison today. Strictly because he held on to P2, started P3, quiet race, stayed relatively competitive the whole time, and it's his birthday, so. So there you guys. Oh wow, That is a lot of time penalties from everybody who's finished this race. I don't think there was a single person. Yeah. So there you guys have it. Eke grabs the win. Harrison P2, Lewis P3, McCall P4, Rewind P5, Brothergood P6, Bale P7, Mulan P8, Stig P9, Hoonigan P10, Hilly P11, Grim 12, Yo Robbie P13, Tyrant unfortunately DNF'd, as well as Robbie, Third Dinner DNF'd, and Yoshinator DNF'd. So let's see who's in this party. Everybody's in this party. So I know we probably won't be able to talk to Lewis as it's later in France. So we're going to kick it off with our P2 finisher, Harrison. Mr. Birthday Guy, I'm going to first say happy birthday.
Thanks, Carl.
As we were reading it, my driver of the day. Solid P2 race. Kept it quiet, kept it clean on track, and brought the car home for your best position race this season. Good motivator going into the rest of the season. I'm just going to throw it out there. Abu Dhabi in the rain. How was it?
It's bloody hard, I can tell you that. There's so many traction zones you've got to watch out for. I was practicing with Tom in the dry yesterday, so I was not ready for a wet race around this circuit, I can tell you that.
I don't think anybody was. But, I mean, you brought it home P2. Any ups or downs during the race, or was it just mostly focusing on, you know, keeping the car on the track, trying to minimize the time penalties?
Just focusing, trying not to get time penalties and trying not to lose traction as well. Because Lewis and Alphabal behind me, but just couldn't get close enough in the traction zones. So I knew I had that advantage on them, so I knew if I concentrated on my traction, I could easily get away from them without them overtaking me.
Tom, do you have anything to add while you're here?
Well, first off, happy birthday, and
Thanks,
I think the wet did catch everyone out because, from my information, no one actually has practiced in the wet, so, or has setups for the wet at least. So, congratulations, everyone actually finished the race in that conditions, and just a strong race, really.
Thank you.
Yes. On to our winner, Eke. Quite a interesting first couple corners. You kind of pulled away, got yourself into P1, and just kind of sailed away after that. Harrison did start coming back a little bit towards the last few remaining laps. I was going to ask if that was just you turning the engine down, just bringing the car home, just protecting the win.
Well, at the end of first stint, he was catching me at first, so I had to start pushing more, which I was making a few mistakes with the traction. I was just sometimes all over the place. I have never heard of Abu Dhabi. So
I was gonna ask you your opinion on the wet Abu Dhabi race.
Yeah, I didn't even check the weather in qualifying. But like in the race, I was like, "Oh, it's raining."
Yeah, neither did I. Okay, so.
Yeah. So I was like, "Oh, okay. Let's see how this goes." So yeah, Harrison had a really good pace. Just keep the gap quite small. Really felt comfortable, really.
No, but congratulations, Eke. Pick up another win for the season. We move on to the Mexican Grand Prix next weekend, so kind of more of an open track. Hopefully we don't have a wet race, so you guys can focus on the dry line a little bit more. But we are looking forward to it. I'm going to thank Tom. Tom, thank you so much for helping me during the stream. I really appreciate it. Always helps to have a commentator with me. For you two guys, again, happy birthday, Harrison. Eke, solid drive. I hope that you guys' luck carries into Mexico and we can talk to you next week. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. A very interesting wet race, but we hope to catch you next week. Until then, thank you for tuning in. Guys, thank you for all the comments. You guys kept me very entertained during the race. But that being said, we're going to pop off. We will catch you next week. Good night.